I mean, I might as well do these. One of them is a character I own. Two of them are characters I want. So let's do this.
I taste malice
Sunday,
in the air.
Tribby, and Hyacinth. Hyacinth doesn't make sense, so I can almost make this team. I just have Tribby. Or Tribby's the only one I don't have on this team.
The moon shines on the truth.
I'm curious to see how she feels now with the HP. Yes, I know she does.
They're lost. So make wait.
Save it for your own skin.
Dispel the gloom. Restore the skies.
I can't think.
Blade of
And then she gains an extra stack and now has an extra max stack. Do this, go
Remedy is
again.
before me. This mortal will watch over you and guide you on your path.
all will be revealed in lunar flame.
Oh, that damage is nice.
It's coming. Lighting the west wind. Away we go.
Blade fodder.
Oops, wrong target. Oh, that damage is really
Guide our
nice now.
Rainbow Ridge. Watch closely.
Okay,
Delivering
finally get to do this. I forgot how fucking slow she is. 104! Oh shit!
Don't be rash.
How slow is she? -8. Wait, what from? Like, that means she's at only 88. Wait, where does she get -8 from? I did not realize how fucking slow she was. I genuinely thought she was faster than that.
May this dispel the gloom. Restore the skies.
I'm surprised at 65 or 66. I feel like it'd be higher than that. 112? I feel like you could decrease that a bit. But 700% crit damage. Jesus. I can't even do this, so I have to use this. I'm at 4 stacks. Say something gave me more cycles to go
Future
through.
is bright.
Rise to this challenge.
Nowhere to run.
How fast is she? 150. Where's she getting all this speed from? Did she give herself speed? I just don't remember. Before I do think I need to actually go look through a bunch of her other stuff. Yeah, crit increases by 50% at max level. Technically not max, but max for E0. Each stack increasing was like 44% per stack? That's 220! But yeah, there's no speed. Where's she getting all this speed? Is it from, like, my fellow? Good, thank you. If they just give her a shit ton of speed stuff, that would make sense, I guess. Like, that damage is nice, and then I get to do
All will
this,
be revealed in lunar
which is
flame.
nuts. I now back up to 4.
I've heard the call. Serenity is before me.
Ready for death.
Dude.
It's
I'm gonna use this again, not use it.
away we go.
It's gonna take a while for Sunday to get this back,
Bear
anyways.
witness to your
Oh, I
fighting
just realized, is this
agenda.
technically a -1 speed? I think is what they call it. I don't use this really setup almost ever. But it's about what the speed of certain characters is. Yeah, 108,
Guide to the Rainbow
dude.
Bridge. So may the way.
I can't
There's
thank
no
you
good
enough.
boost anymore. I do feel like she should have higher HP, but I think the crit is so high it doesn't matter.
Fledstein wins.
She definitely feels a lot nicer. Because by this point, I definitely would have normally
Dispel the gloom.
been out on
Restore
at this
the
point.
skies.
Save it for your own skin.
doubt farewell.
Yeah, I would have been out at this point. And I get to use this again.
Rise to the
And
challenge.
I haven't even used
All
Sunday's
will
ult
be
again.
revealed in lunar
That's what's
flame.
nuts.
The flesh.
For chivalry.
Yeah, what? You never even left the Syzygy state. Huh. Okay, it's even better than I thought it was. She's much more consistent. That's what's different. As for Blade, most of what makes him so good is now everything is based on his max HP, which it wasn't before. Additional energy increases, and he can get hit significantly more often. I can do... Once again, the one character from this set I'm missing is Tribby, who I do not plan to get. Even though I just got Sunday, I'm not getting Tribby because
We
I
can
don't
get
like Tribby that much.
closer.
I like Sunday's design and his ultimate a lot, like just purely from a design perspective. And I was like, might as well get him. I need more energy regen characters because I'm getting 2 characters that really like having those. If I switch, I actually can switch before.
I
Oh,
don't wait for
normally they don't do like you do this.
Deja.
But a lot of the buffs they gave Blade, while it may seem little at first, this dude's buffs are incredible.
sunshine. Maybe like you. Dispel the gloom. Restore the skies.
I'm on it. I choose you.
I will dispatch you. The
This,
fight is set.
okay. It just only matters equal sides on both, pretty much.
Fail to send you.
More energy. Get to immediately do
Savor it
this.
for me.
Again, the HP scaling is super good for him. Dude, he has... What? How much HP did they give him? 8450. So just about 5k. Again, Hyacinth is by far his best support now. Yep, there. Of course, this thing is 70% here.
Trust me. We can do anything.
Watch closely.
I'm on it.
Mimi, Mimi.
I'm still here.
Guide with the rainbow brick. So make a wait.
Unnecessary. Fail to
Almost
send
enough.
you.
That 250k is so nice. I feel like he can still be run with like Sunday as well, so realistically I feel like Sunday would be better than... I don't know. I don't really know the differences between a lot of these characters. Like Harmony, like a...
Future is
My brain's not working. This Trailblazer. I don't know how much better this Trailblazer is than...
Restore the skies.
Fail to send you.
like... Oh, I probably should be using this, I just realized.
That paradise may be unreachable for me. Savor it for me.
Remembrance Trailblazer, I don't know how much better they are than, like, Sunday in terms of certain characters. I haven't really thought about that all that much, so... Now watch how many times I can hit Blade. That's 1. 2.
A blade knows no mercy.
There's a lot of targeting him, I'm realizing, which is really, really nice.
You can do it. Trust me. We can do anything.
Bonk.
Guide with the rain.
No, that didn't happen. Not that time, I guess. No, not that time either.
Super
Ow, surprising.
Watch closely.
It's like,
Future is perfect.
oh, I should use skill there.
Your end
Oh, his
approaches.
skill ended. Okay, how much health did he take out from just
Fail to
this?
send you.
11% on Hule is
Savor it
nice.
for me.
And this, almost 200k, and then brings down to 70. And I think I should do this again.
Hiding the west.
I like how he's at half health, but it doesn't really matter. Because it's still 32k,
Dispel the
and this will increase it by even more.
the skies.
So now he's at ridiculously high numbers.
Mimi.
Oh, not quite enough. There we go. The damage is what gave it enough.
Fail to send you.
But what if he went?
Me.
I will dispatch you.
The damage is really nice. Like, genuinely really good.
You like you.
Trust me. We can do anything.
2, I think he won't be able to get high enough. Die!
Dice may savor it for me.
236k. He definitely feels a lot better. Like, he takes pretty good chunks off of enemies. He's obviously not going to be the best, but he is up there with a lot of the better characters, I think, on tier lists. As little as I care about tier lists. Kafka is the one I didn't really care that much for, but becoming a more supportive role compared to her old one is actually really interesting. Which is what they did. I forget she doesn't use her gun for this. It's really interesting.
Sound lingers.
Flee.
Does that hurt?
What does Falfos do again? What's their technique do? Okay, it did actually work.
Just in time.
What I like about this version of her is that she plays a significantly more supportive role. And so something I haven't seen people use all that much, which is people tend to use her ultimate right before her turn, which I don't feel like that's what you should be doing with her. I feel like you should wait until she's out of her effects and like a turn with an extra turn between using her ultimate and her next turn, because what you want to use her ultimate for now, at least in my opinion, is for those follow-up attacks down. Because her follow-up attacks are actually really nice for triggering more and more DOT.
Didn't hurt.
And it's going to build up some more DOTs. Unfortunately, we don't have Hysolins,
Some
but
value, I suppose.
she doesn't exist yet, so that's pretty normal.
Stand still.
But like,
Every petal, all will be swept away by the wind.
her ultimate is its best purpose at this point is mostly to refresh those stacks.
Relax.
Like here. Do it
Time
now.
to say bye.
I get one more.
Boom.
This gives a bunch more bleed.
Destiny isn't chosen.
And then you do this here. She does it
Stand
again.
still.
Triggers more DOT. Like, that's what you want to use it for. And now that and you remember thinking, wait, but
Say
now
no
she doesn't go.
breathing.
But she gets her own turn. Apply some more.
There's more to life.
Look at that. And now she's back up by one.
Memories are ever.
Unfortunately, she only gets one stack of her turn, which is a little unfortunate. Should be under talent. Yeah. Inflicts talk for 2 turns. I can trigger up to 2 times, one of which can be regained in a Kafka's turn.
Beneath the waters lies an endless abyss.
Significantly more consistent attacks is
Time
really
to
nice,
say
but I also
bye.
see some people do it when she has 2 stacks, which is not what I do, but I'm not sure what the most efficient way is. She's gonna do that.
Fiends or
Back
devils.
off.
I'll crush
And
them
damage
all.
is also nice. Should I get Fluffle at some point? Probably. DOT is an effect I kind of really like.
Eternal.
You can take my Fluffle. You can take my Fluffle. I don't care.
Destiny's hand has truly blessed me.
I don't want you to take either of the other 2. Plus, I just can't come back anyway because DOT is insane. Do this, this, and then I will do probably both of these.
Fiends or devils. I'll crush them all.
Every petal, all will be swept away by the wind.
You soon will get
Times
yoinked.
never last. Time to say bye. Boom. Memories are beneath the waters lies an endless abyss. Relax. Ill tidings manifest. Stand still. What do you want to know? Relax.
There you go. Yeah, she's pretty interesting. I do like that she's more of a supportive role. And we're getting another supportive DOT character next patch. Yeah, it should be next patch. Which is Hysolence, who's going to be very interesting from what I'm seeing so far. She's really cool. Also, she lags the game. But this is probably one of the ones I like the most. This is probably my favorite buff. Obviously, other ones are really good, but I think Silverwolf's buffs are really, really good. Makes her significantly more consistent than a lot of her counterparts. Oh, I'm on that character. Oh, okay, they actually put her in the second slot. Good.
Feeling lucky. Feeling lucky. Feeling lucky.
What am I on? 36. Forget, what's his highest? 60%. Hold on, let me restart this. Let me actually. That's what I should use those for. I want the 60%, because the 60% is straight up nuts. What did they use Aventurine? Aventurine's one of the characters I do actually want.
Feeling lucky.
Okay, that is 36%.
Feeling lucky.
36.
Feeling lucky.
36.
Feeling lucky.
36.
Feeling lucky.
Oh, 60%, baby. You can't get a lower one than the one you already have.
My hair is standing up. Maybe we should go the other way.
Ooh. That is the question.
And mouse time!
Okay, which one do I want to do? Which technique? I think I like the damage from this a lot more.
Stream forth. Gleam of old blades.
The damage from her technique is ridiculous. Look at this.
Found me.
Instant 100k!
Trickier to crack.
Granted, it's spread across 5 enemies, so they're only taking about 20k each, but that's still nuts.
Time for a fun.
So, think this is one of my, probably my favorites, probably straight up my favorite one, is the fact that this is now AoE instead of single target. It's so good. That makes her a better overall defense reducer than Palo was, who was previously, I think, the best one for that.
It too shall fall.
Almost a million? Jesus. I never got anywhere close to that with mine. I'm only not going to do one. God,
Spend
shield
freely.
point. How much is the shield worth now? It's just a second health bar. It's not the strongest, I think. How much is the even? It feels lower. It feels. Why does it not feel that strong? It's at 10. But. Why does it feel weaker? It might not be at 200%. I'm not entirely sure.
For oblivion.
I will do this though, just for a little more points.
Or maybe I'll take it all.
You want to
Is there any
take
easy reason for using Aventurine on this team over Gallagher? Oh wait, it's okay. It does inflict a nerve on his ultimate, but that's the only thing he does. He doesn't do like Besotted and the other stuff. Yeah, this is the only way he can inflict a debuff with his ultimate. What icon did they give you? Oh, signature.
Dirty tricks.
I want to put that on there. Is this the only other thing? Yeah, there's only 2 waves.
I weep for the departed.
Okay, good thing it is on the middle one. You are the one talking about the patron, yeah.
It too shall fall.
What should I go for? Probably like 500 maybe?
Time for a buzz. This combat need. This is double speed.
All in. It's on me.
Keep increasing it.
Another.
You know, I don't. Can I go any higher than that? Somehow that's the limit.
On the still waters of oblivion.
Come to me.
I don't know if I'm gonna get any higher than this, but
With enough
whatever.
believers, lies become reality. Gotcha. You took the bait. You can't run.
Watch your head. I weep for the
Oh,
departed.
that gives vulnerability too? Hold on. Oh, I can't look at anyone else right now.
It too shall fall.
Shield is really nice.
The dice have been cast.
Target you.
Or maybe I'll take it all. All in. Familiar.
I
Watch
think
your
its
head.
follow attack is actually, yeah, it is doing
Eyes.
vulnerability. Did I not? Pretty sure I read it. Oh, interesting. Followers, when the weirdest follow-up attack hits an enemy target, there is a 100% base chance to increase the damage taken by the attacked enemy target by 10%. So he puts vulnerability with his signature light cone. Okay. So I imagine that's better with his signature light cone than Gallagher.
Take it on.
This Gallagher also just doesn't really have a signature.
Ah.
Not really.
Justice.
I do like how
I weep for the departed.
Cypher's signature is basically just pearls, but
It too
slightly
shall
better.
fall.
Okay, Silver Wolves definitely feel the best in my opinion, but I do like that the two like main DPSs, the two hyper carries, did get some pretty significant upgrades, making them significantly more consistent. Like you can activate this ultimate way more often and does way more damage. For her, you can pretty much stay in her ult the entire battle without going below 2 points. She's still over here. Where'd she go? She's over here. So yeah, I'd say that's definitely worth. Those are some really needed buffs, especially if they keep going down the route of apparently listening to players, which is what they have been doing. They're going to keep making it worse. There are some things they did add that were good. They've added skip buttons and stuff, which is really nice. And once I get to this point in the story on the Harder Than Before account, I won't have to worry about going through the entire story again. But yeah. But they at this point they pretty much just have to buff characters constantly because they keep listening to players. Wah, character's not strong enough. Wah, wah, and then they were like made the character strong, and then wah, now everything's not hard enough, and then they made the enemy stronger. Wah, now the enemies are too strong. Same thing with the 5-star characters. They kept complaining that their favorite character was first 4-star, including Moe's, who they're now like, wow, this dude was the last 4-star. I wonder why that happened. Because people kept complaining that every 4-star that was introduced was a 4-star. So what they did was they just stopped introducing 4-stars. There are multiple characters that released that I think should have been 4-stars. But because people complained to begin with, none of them became 4-stars. There are many characters that I think could have fit really well in the 4-star like section that were released more recently. Like just to name one off the top of my head, I could immediately name that Tribby should have been a 4-star. I genuinely think Tribby, based on design alone, should have been 4-star. Like her and a Naxa, I feel like could have been really good 4-stars units. But they're not. They're 5-star now. Let me try and think. Characters released since Moe's, which was 2.6, I think. Should I think? How many characters really released that often afterwards? Can't think of any immediately after that, but I feel like both of them could have been really nice released 4-star characters, but because people didn't like them because people didn't like Moe's, Gallagher, and characters like that that were 4-star, They didn't like that these characters were released and were 4-star characters, so they just stopped introducing them. Since people clearly don't like 4-star characters, even though Gallagher and Moas are some of the more useful characters in the game, because the rarity does not matter as much as people think it is. The 4-star does not matter as much as people think they do. The only difference is you don't have to wait for their banner. That's the only difference. You can get them anytime. They're just not perfectly guaranteed outside of event content. Well, that's just me saying my piece. I know people won't listen, so people care more about the competitive, do the most damage possible aspect of this game more than actually thinking about anything else. Because apparently that's the only thing people actually think about when thinking about things for this game's gameplay, is they think about how to maximize damage, and then everything else they just don't put any thought into it. So, you know, it's whatever. It's whatever.